Roman Reigns vs. The Rock causes an enormous problem for WWE. CM Punk confirms his WWE return. AEW starred and the Judgment Day. AJ Styles returns to help John Cena. Cody Rhodes wrestles with cast multi-time WWE champion. Snubs UFC for WWE. UFC President Dana White reveals Vince McMahon's bad behavior. Nick Aldis to pull out a wild card on Smackdown. Let's jump right into our first story. CM Punk confirms his WWE return. Former WWE superstar CM Punk has finally answered if he'll be present at Survivor Series. The rumors of the Second City Saint returning to his old hunting ground have been out there ever since he got fired from AEW. In the last few weeks, WWE has also seemingly made multiple Punk references on their TV programming, which has led many to believe that the star can show up at Survivor Series, which will take place in his hometown, Chicago. The former AEW champion recently appeared on 670 The Score, where he was asked if he'll be showing up at WWE's upcoming premium live event. Punk had a diplomatic response as he stated that the show was already sold out and it was hard to get the tickets. They're asking if I'm going to be there. I think it's sold out. I think tickets are hard to get, he said. CM Punk is one of the most polarizing figures in pro wrestling currently. While his return to the business after 7 years created a major buzz for AEW, the star's stint with Tony Khan's promotion was ridden with injuries and controversies. Despite multiple backstage issues, Punk's star power is still undeniable. Wrestling veteran Khan also seems to share the same views, as he believes that WWE should bring the Second City Saint into the fold even though they don't necessarily need him. Bro, this is a great chance. You're going to Chicago. I know you're hot, but why not have another hot storyline? They got to see the traction that Punk creates. Look at the traction he creates when we talk about him, and so he creates traction. He's got a story. I gotta think they want to use him, but we'll see, Conan said. CM Punk left the Stanford-based promotion on a sour note in 2014. He was fired on his day after falling out with the management. However, the star was present backstage at Raw earlier this year and reportedly tried to bury the hatchet. Only time will tell if it leads to his return to the squared circle. AEW starred and the Judgment Day. Judgment Day has become the biggest faction in WWE since the slow collapse of the bloodline seemingly began. However, the faction has seen tense times too, with only Rhea Ripley holding them together. The reign of terror could end though if one AEW wrestler finally comes to WWE, Buddy Murphy. Murphy is currently a part of AEW, where he has found success. However, the star's return to WWE might be better for everyone concerned, especially for those who can't stand Judgment Day. Murphy is in a real-life relationship with Rhea Ripley, and this has seen him mocked continuously thanks to Mommy's on-screen romance with Dominic Mysterio. If he should arrive in WWE, things could turn into a storyline, with him taking Ripley away from Dominic and the rest of the Judgment Day. Without Ripley, the faction would eventually fall apart. Even the fact that she was leaving would cause enough discord for things to come to an end. Dominic Mysterio would no longer receive her protection, leading to Priest and Balor expressing their frustrations at him, which might not go well. Balor and Priest have been at each other's throats, which again causes further issues. Ripley would naturally drift to Murphy upon his arrival, and the fact that he had an on-screen romantic relationship with Alia Mysterio, Dominic's sister, would further the rift there. Being in Judgment Day is a full-time job, and Rhea Ripley must spend time with Dominic Mysterio. Talking about balancing her on-screen and off-screen relationships, she said that it was easy for her. To be honest, it's pretty easy. Look, I love my fiancé, I think he's great, but when I'm at work, I am a completely different human being. When I'm at work, Dom is my partner. He's my partner in crime, he is my Latino heat, my dirty Dominic Mysterio, and I will do absolutely anything I can to get him on top of anyone that he's against. But yeah, for me it's sort of like a switch, and Buddy Matthews, understands that as well. However, if Murphy were in WWE, the two worlds would suddenly clash. Fans will have to wait to see if this ever ends up happening or if WWE ever signs him. AJ Styles returns to help John Cena. John Cena and Jey Uso took care of the bloodline on WWE Smackdown last week. The Cenation leader was being jumped by Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa when Jey arrived to take out his twin brother for costing him and Cody Rhodes the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match on Raw last week. Jey Uso was fined $10,000 for his actions by Smackdown general manager Nick Aldis. He might not show up on the blue brand this week, leaving Cena to fend for himself against the bloodline, but not if a 25-year veteran returns to help the 16-time world champion. The star in question is none other than AJ Styles. The Phenomenal One was supposed to team up with Cena against Solo and Jimmy, but was taken out by the brothers in the lead-up to WWE Fastlane 2023. His spot was taken up by LA Knight at the October 7 premium live event. With that being said, Styles may not appear on the upcoming edition of the Blue Brand. The former WWE champion is being advertised for SmackDown Post-Crown Jewel 2023, which takes place on November 10. According to reports, the October 27 episode of WWE SmackDown Smackdown will be John Cena's final scheduled appearance on the blue brand for this current run. The GOAT isn't advertised for the go-home edition of the blue brand for Crown Jewel. Cena is said to work the premium live event in Saudi Arabia. His last appearance in the kingdom transpired in 2018 when he worked the Greatest Royal Rumble Pete Ali against Triple H. The match also marked Cena's last televised victory in WWE, something which he referenced during his promo last Friday on SmackDown before entering into a brawl with the Bloodline. Cody Rhodes wrestles with a cast. Cody Rhodes has been a revelation since his return to WWE. The American Nightmare is one of the top baby faces in the company, with many expecting him to be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns, but recent weeks have not been kind to him, and he might finally have shifted the momentum building up to Crown Jewel. The former AEW TNT champion in the last couple of weeks has lost the undisputed tag team titles he won with Jey Uso to the Judgment Day before being viciously attacked by Damian Priest on this week's Raw. Rhodes challenged Priest for a match at Crown Jewel, which the Archer of Infamy accepted. After the match was made official, he was ambushed by the rest of the heel group and seriously hurt his ankle due to an attack with a steel chair courtesy of Mr. Money in the Bank. Priest might have hoped this would give him a significant advantage, but Cody showed his grit as he competed with a hurt ankle and a cast and got the win over The Miz at a WWE live event in Cologne, Germany. The former Intercontinental Champion will hope this win helps him build up a strong momentum leading up to a huge match at WWE Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. Speaking on the Tuesday with the Taskmaster podcast, former WCW booker Kevin Sullivan thinks WWE will pull the trigger at WrestleMania and have Cody win the title. One of the major reasons behind this is his belief that Roman Reigns will get even more involved with Hollywood, and fans are ready to see Cody as the champion. They're gonna let Cody do it. When it's time, they're all in there together and they're gonna say, oh, by the way, Roman is going to Hollywood. We're gonna have him appear only 8 times a year. We have a guy ready. We'd like you to listen to what we have planned, Sullivan said. Many fans share the same sentiment as the Taskmaster and expect the American Nightmare to complete his story at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. However, with other candidates for the job, such as The Rock, it's far from a guarantee. We will have to wait to see who faces the Tribal Chief at WrestleMania, with all the top stars vying for the spot. Do you want to see Cody Rhodes face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania again? Who else do you think is a good opponent for the undisputed WWE Universal Champion? Let us know in the comments section below. Multi-time WWE Champion Snubs USC for WWE. WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle recently talked about his decision to turn down the offer from the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC. Post his historic gold medal win at the 1996 Summer Olympic Games, Angle became one of the most celebrated amateur wrestlers at that time. All the professional wrestling promotions wanted to sign the American hero. Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, the combat sports behemoth that we know today, also happened to approach Angle during that time. However, Angle declined the offer, and he eventually ended up at WWE. During a recent interview with Dr. Bo Hightower, Angle revealed that the reason behind that decision was a monetary one. They approached me after 1996, and this is before Dana White owned them, and back then, it was a little more barbaric, and the money wasn't that great. They wanted to sign a 10-fight deal with me for $150 grand, $150,000 USD. So I said no, Kurt Angle said. Angle then went on to sign a deal with the Stanford-based company in 1998 before making his WWF debut in 1999. Kurt Angle was involved in a love triangle storyline with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon during the early stages of his WWE career in 2000. During a Reddit Ask Me Anything session, Angle said that this storyline played a crucial role in cementing himself as a top star in the company. I love doing my stuff with Triple H and Stephanie too, which was the beginning of my career, and it really set the tone for Kurt Angle and the direction he was going. So I have to thank those guys for that, and especially the writer Brian Gewirtz and Vince. That angle is what set the tone for me. If that angle did not occur, I probably would have been mid-card for another 2 years. It's amazing what storylines can do, Kurt Angle said. The former Olympian went on to win his first world title later that year when he defeated The Rock at WWE No Mercy. What did you make of Kurt Angle's remarks about rejecting UFC's offer? Let us know in the comments section below. UFC President Dana White reveals Vince McMahon's bad behavior. UFC President Dana White has opened up about his past history with Vince McMahon, stating that the latter tried to screw him over many times. WWE officially merged with UFC last month to form TKO Group Holdings after it was acquired by Endeavor. Dana serves as the Chief Executive Officer of UFC, while Vince is the Executive Chairman of the board. This marks the first time they're both working within the same overall company. Speaking to Sports Illustrated, Dana White stated that he doesn't have a good history with Vince McMahon, but no one's been a better partner than him. My history with Vince isn't a good one. He tried to F me so many times for no reason whatsoever except just to F me. But that's in the past. Now that Vince and I are allies, no one's been a better partner than Vince. Since day one of the deal, it's like I'm dealing with a different guy. It goes to show that when you oppose him or he thinks you are opposing him, the guy comes after you blindly. Once you are aligned, Vince is an incredible partner, said. WWE and UFC are the most dominant companies in their respective industries, and they've been around for many years. During the same conversation with Sports Illustrated, Dana White praised Vince McMahon for his business mind and referred to him as the Michael Jordan of the business world. Vince McMahon, man, he's an absolute savage, said White. Even with the stuff that went down with us in the past, I respect it. I love killers. He's definitely a killer. He's the Michael Jordan of the business world. Vince is undoubtedly one of the most important figures in the history of the wrestling business. He made WWE into the global juggernaut that it is today and created many iconic superstars. Which era of WWE is your favorite? Sound it off in the comments below. Nick Aldis to pull out a wild card on SmackDown. The new general manager of SmackDown, Nick Aldis, took the authority of the blue brand from Adam Pearce 2 weeks ago. The 19-year veteran immediately brought Kevin Owens to the blue brand in exchange for Jey Uso. He might pull out another wild card on his show this week. It is possible that Nick Aldis could announce a stipulation for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship match between Roman Reigns and LA Knight, Crown Jewel 2023. The two superstars will sign the contract for their match this Friday on SmackDown. The contract signing segment is not expected to go down smoothly, just like the majority of the contract signings in the past. The potential mayhem might force the SmackDown general manager to announce either a special guest referee or any other infamous stipulation for the title match. It is worth mentioning that Roman Reigns and LA Knight have already exchanged blows in the lead-up to their huge main event, Crown Jewel 2023. The tribal chief took the megastar out with a spear on the October 13, 2023 episode of SmackDown. LA Knight got his payback at the WWE Super Show live event the following night. The #1 contender to the undisputed WWE Universal Championship battered the champion with the BFT following Reigns' successful title defense against Sami Zayn. The October 27 episode of SmackDown will be the second last show of the blue brand before Crown Jewel. WWE will tape the final SmackDown this Friday night as superstars of the blue brand will be in Saudi Arabia on November 3. It is possible that Nick Aldis could book a huge match for WWE Crown Jewel 2023 on the blue brand this Friday. The SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis might give his nod to the rumored John Cena versus Solo Sikoa match for the big premium live event. Are you excited about WWE Crown Jewel 2023? Sound off in the comments section below. Roman Reigns vs. The Rock causes an enormous problem for WWE. Roman Reigns is easily the most dominant star in WWE currently. Thanks to his long title run, he has seen off several top title challengers and secure the gold. However, one name has been on the sideline, with fans waiting to see if it ever ends up happening. The Rock and Roman Reigns is something every WWE fan wants to see, but veteran Kevin Sullivan said that it might not happen. There have been many hints about a potential Roman Reigns versus The Rock match at WrestleMania. The two stars have both hinted in ways that the match may happen. The Great One has also spoken about facing him in the past, while Reigns has left it to Paul Heyman. However, speaking on a possible match between the two on his Tuesdays with the Taskmaster podcast, veteran Kevin Sullivan said that it would put WWE in a conundrum, and that's why they would not want it. He said that the company would not want The Rock to lose at the same time. They can't allow Reigns to lose, making it a match that should not happen at all. If it's the two of them at WrestleMania, what do you do? Because now you're really under a microscope business-wise because the people just bought you were saying you got The Rock and you're going to beat him. He just did a movie that did $360 million worldwide. We're going to beat him. Can we beat Roman? I don't think that match ever takes place. The Hollywood star spoke about facing Reigns and noted that while it was in the works, they could not figure out what they wanted for the match. However, he was open to the match. There's WrestleMania in Philadelphia. I'm saying that's a potential too. I'm open. But again, let's figure out what that is because the fans deserve something just incredible and unprecedented, The Rock said. At this time, fans will have to wait to see if the match will happen next year at WrestleMania.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me